the final steps of sewing the Monet. We are so close. The next step is to attach the hook and eye tape to the back. We have to do this before we can attach the photo elastic because the photo elastic goes on top of the hook and eye. So when you are looking at a bra, a corset, the Monet, whatever, a bodysuit, the eyes go on the left side. The hooks go on the right side. The eyes are really easy to attach because this opens up and then you just put the center back in it and then you stitch it either with a straight stitch or a zigzag stitch. For the hooks, now, there are two ways to do this. Is that one, standard bra making is that you would fold it this way. Same thing as that the tape opens up, you fold it over the center back edge and you sew it down. Now, in a normal bra, you would sew it with the hooks facing the inside because that's how you would hook it onto the eyes. But something that we do a lot, and this is just a decorative design effect, is that we actually sew it the opposite way so that the hooks are exposed. It is just like sewing exposed underwire trailing. It is just a decorative effect. So I'm gonna leave it up to you which side you want or how you wanna sew the hooks, but you can sew it with hooks facing up or with hooks facing down towards the inside. Now, when you are sewing the hooks, you are gonna have to move your needle position. You will see it when I have the video of me sewing it so that you can get that presser foot on the tape and then also stitch really close to it. You also wanna position the tape in a way because you are going to have to take out, with a seam ripper, your BFF in sewing, you're gonna have to take out this top hook as well as eye. You're gonna seam rip it, you're just gonna take it out in order to sew that photo elastic on and wrap it around. So you wanna position them, one, so that they are aligned from side to side. You don't wanna be like crooked. And two, you wanna position it so that there is a hook and an eye pretty much as close to the top as possible so that it'll be easier to take it out, the hook and eye, when we have to get to that step. Hooks and eyes are on. The next step is to sew the fold over elastic along the top edge and then insert the boning and then on the bottom edge. But before you do that, you have to take out the last hook and the last eye just so that you have an area to sew the fold over elastic without hitting the metal. So all you do here is that you can see like on the hook and eye tape, there's like those little stitches there. So you're just gonna take out like those stitches. You're gonna take out this is the hook, and save these for later because you're gonna have to hand sew them on so that it doesn't split open at the top and bottom. So now the next step is to sew the fold over elastic. Now I like to sew the fold over elastic on one edge, whether it's the top or the bottom, then insert the boning and then sew the fold over elastic at the other edge. It's just less likely that you're gonna hit a boning. So you're gonna sew it the same way that you sewed the fold over elastic on the top of the bra cup. So it's sewn in 1 or 2 passes, and you're gonna go from this edge all the way to the back. Leave a little bit of fold over elastic on either edge so you can attach the ring and then also to flip this around and to finish it off. Then you're gonna insert the boning into all the channels. And then you're gonna sew it on the other edge. Again, leaving a little bit of fold over elastic at the beginning as well as the end so that you have, so that you can wrap it around and finish it, which I will show you in the next video. fold over elastic to the top edge, and I inserted all of the bonings except for this one because I did want to show you. So the key thing with the boning is that you want to insert it into the channeling, not in between the fabric and the channeling. Also, you want to leave a little bit of wiggle room at the top and the bottom to give yourself room to sew the fold over elastic. So you can see here, I'm inserting it into the channeling. And now there is room to sew the fold over elastic at the bottom edge. Fold over elastic is sewn on the top and bottom edges, and then the boning has been inserted. To finish off the back edge, what you will do is you will take your tail, I would call this, of the fold over elastic and just wrap it around. And then you're gonna do a straight stitch back and forth to close it or to secure it down, and then you're just gonna trim really close to that stitching. Let's move on to the last step, which are straps. So I've done one here as an example. I think that it's easier to see the after when I am explaining it. So you will feed the strap or the elastic through the ring and fold it back. And then you're just gonna do a straight stitch back and forth to secure that down. I already did it on this side, and then you're gonna trim really close to that stitching. And then for the strap, what you're gonna do is you're gonna feed, this is your slider, and you're gonna feed it up and over that center bar and down again. What you don't want to do is you don't want to feed it through this side. You want to feed it through that middle side. So this is a yes, and this is a no. So you can see that middle bar there. And then you're going to stitch it down, and once you have it stitched down, you will feed it through the ring, and then repeat that same operation, which is up and over that center bar, and then down again. And then you are going to lay it underneath the top of the back bands on the back and stitch it back and forth to secure it. Let me show you the finished piece. So you'll stitch it down with a straight stitch back and forth. Now, the last step is to add those hooks and eyes that you took apart. You want to hand sew them on here, because when you actually put on the Merry Widow, it's going to go like that. So if you have this here, it's going to keep this from splitting open when you wear it. So there we go. So when you wear it, it won't split open. And that is the sew along for the Merry Widow, the Monet Merry Widow. Of course, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to pop them in the comments below or email hello@madalynne.com.